Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Temitayo. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I made this beautiful cowl neckline blouse. If this is what you are interested in learning, come along with me. I drafted the basic bodies of the camera, but I have the full video on my channel. I'll be dropping the link in the description box below. Kindly check it out. So here is my back pattern, of which my shoulder to shoulder is 17 inches divided by 2. That gives me 8.5 plus half inch sewing allowance. So my bust point is 11 inches while my half length is 19 inches. Then my blouse length is 25 inches, but you can just come down by 8 inches from the waist, and I added 2 inches sewing allowance. So here is my chest line. My chest line is my bust divided by 6 plus 1.5, and that gives me 8.5. So on my chest line, I'll mark the quarter of my bust plus 2 inches sewing allowance, and I'll do the same thing on my waist, the quarter of my waist. That is on my half length, the quarter of my waist plus 2 inches sewing allowance. Then on my blouse length, I will measure the quarter of my hip plus 2 inches allowance, and the same thing on the 2 inches sewing allowance that I added at the hem. This is my back armhole and this is my front armhole, because I'm still going to use the same pattern for my front panel. I added half inch sewing allowance on the shoulder. So my neck is 3 by 1. The neck depth is 1 inches, while the neck width is 3 inches. So I'm just going to cut this pattern out. So I'm just going to cut it out and place it on my fabric. So this fabric is on fold. We don't need zipper allowance for this cowl neck style. So I'm just going to cut out like so. On the hem of the blouse, just to make it more shapy, I come up by 2 inches by the side and connect it with a curve like so. So this step is totally optional. You can decide to leave it straight like that, or you can make it more curvy. So guys, if you don't know how to draft the basic bodies yet, I have the video on my channel and I'll be dropping the link in the description box below. Please kindly watch. So guys, remember I told us that we are going to use this same pattern to cut the front panel. So now I'm going to be modifying this panel to cut the front. From my chest line, I'll come down by 1 inch and connect into a straight line. So after that, I will cut up to the edge. I won't cut off completely, as you can see. So that's just all about the front pattern, and this is ready to be cut on the fabric. Placing the pattern on a folded fabric, I'll make sure I have about 15 inches before I place my pattern. As you can see, I have 15 inches. So the next thing is I will open the pattern up like this. So I'll spread it out like that. Note that the more you spread it, the more the cowl effect and the more it reveals your cleavage. But in my own case, when I measure the distance between the spread, I have about 8 inches. So I'm just going to cut it off like this. When I get to the tip of the shoulder, I will stop. So if you would like to cut a separate facing for the cowl effect, you will come down like this. Just chuck it out as you can see me doing. Just chuck it out straight like that if you would like to cut a separate facing for your cowl neck blouse. But in my own case, cutting out a separate facing for a cowl blouse is not an easy thing to do. So we are going to cut it out with the facing, like a cut together facing. So as I'm replacing my camera, this is how you are going to place it. You see, you come up like that. Just slant it to the upper parts like that. If you do this, the cowl effect will be more fuller and you will have a neat finishing at the front. You won't have to cut a separate facing for your cowl neck blouse. So let's cut out. Don't forget that this time around we'll be cutting off the front armhole like so. Remember, we are using the cut together facing, so I'll cut out the upper slanted chalk line. After cutting it out, make sure you notch the shoulder like so. So after opening it up, as you can see, the notched area enabled me to know where the cowl effect will start at the front. And also, can you see the cut together facing effect? We won't need to cut a separate facing for the cowl neckline. So now I'll go ahead and weave the facing part, starting from one notched area to the other. You can also do a rolled hem if you don't have an interlocking machine. So guys, can you see how neat that is? There is no stress of joining a separate facing to your cowl neckline anymore if you follow this step. The next thing for me to do is to turn the back neckline with a matching color bias tape. After turning the back neckline, here is what I have. And I'll also join the shoulders with 1/2 inch sewing allowance. And guys, can you see what I have? I'll put that aside and work on the sleeves. So my dear sewing buddies, if you are yet to subscribe to the channel, please do subscribe and like the video. Thank you. I'm going to be cutting the two sleeves together. It's actually a puff sleeve with a band. I have a comprehensive video on how to draft a simple basic sleeve pattern on my channel, but I'll be dropping the link in the description box below, so kindly watch. So I'll make sure to have excesses on the upper part of the sleeve so that I can pleat it on the armhole, and I will also make sure I have excesses on the down part too so I can pleat it on the band, and I'll show you how I'll do that now. This is the sleeve band and it's 8 inches on fold in width and 5 inches in length. If you want a comprehensive video on how I cut this sleeve, let me know in the comment section. And this sleeve is a 3/4 puff sleeve. Now I've joined the sleeves and I've shaped the sides, and I also weave the rough edges. So now I'm going to turn it to the right side so that you see how beautiful the cowl neckline blouse looks. Look at what we have, guys. A very beautiful classic cowl neckline blouse. I forgot to record my client when she came around for fitting, but she so much loved it. cowl neckline blouse is a must in every lady's wardrobe. If you have watched up to this part and you are yet to subscribe to my channel, I'm begging you kindly subscribe to the channel, like and share to family and friends. Thanks for watching this video and see you in my next tutorial. Bye.